Behold, sheep among the wolves. Be wise as serpents and innocent as doves. But be aware of people. They will turn you over to the courts and scourge you in the synagogues. If you cannot flee and they turn you over to the courts, do not be concerned. The power of your spirit will not leave you, and your knowledge will tell you what you should say. It will not be you who speaks, but the power of the Spirit and its knowledge. Even when I'm sharing a message, I know it's Spirit that's guiding me to share that message. The knowledge and wisdom comes from creation, sending it down to my consciousness, or that lives within me, to my mouth to be able to speak those words. So once you start seeking knowledge and truth, the words will come to you effortlessly of what you should say and do in situations. It might not come to you right away, but it will come to you if you sit in silence and listen to what the Creator has to say. So he says, do not think I have come to bring peace to earth. I have not come to bring peace, but the sword of knowledge and power of the Spirit, which dwells within the human being. For I have come to bring wisdom and knowledge, and to provoke mankind's sons against his father, daughters against her mother, servants against citizen, against government, and believer against preacher. So I kind of stumbled and paused when I was reading son against father and daughter against mother, because in God's laws, he said you must obey your father and obey your mother. However, what Jesus is saying right now is that he's provoking us to be against those who created us, in the sense of giving birth to us. And I think what he means by that, like, for example, if they're listening to false teachings and they're being brainwashed by the society, like if your mother or father is telling, oh, you need to get married, you need to work a 9-to-5 job, you need to get a career, you need to do all these things, but it doesn't align with your soul and what your soul's purpose is telling you to do, then, and your soul's purpose is telling you to seek the truth, to find your purpose, then we shouldn't be listening to them just because they're a parent. The people's enemies will be their own housemates, meaning that once you're on the path of truth and knowledge, the people who have been brainwashed will end up being your enemies, because they'll question you. That means family, friends, strangers, anyone who you try to spread the truth to will try to brainwash you back into believing what they believe, keep you into that false teachings. They don't want you to expand. They don't want you to evolve. They want you to believe what they believe, or else you're going to be distant from them. They want to be close to you, and the only closeness is by believing in their beliefs. The path of truth is long, and the wisdom of knowledge will only penetrate slowly. Dark ages will follow, centuries and millennia before the truth of spirit will penetrate. The unrighteous and ignorant, including scribes, priests, and authorities, will hate those who have the knowledge and will be persecuted them and show enmity. So that's what's happening right now, and it's happened before. This is the age of awakening, where people are waking up. But now those in power and those who have done evil are being exposed, because we're raising our vibration by seeking the truth and knowledge, and we're raising the collective frequency, and that's what's helping to expose the truths, and they're getting the ones taken down instead of the people who are seeking truth and knowledge, and more things are getting exposed, especially through social media. They can't control it, so everything's being exposed. Wisdom is justified through the acknowledged deeds. So yeah, you can gain all this wisdom, but if you're not doing the deeds to do goods by others, giving, helping other people, and spreading this knowledge that you have, then your wisdom is not worth it. You have to be able to share it to be able to raise the collective consciousness. And he says, praise be to creation, makers of the universe and the earth, for keeping the knowledge and power of the Spirit hidden from the unwise and the misguided who spread the false teachings, and for revealing this knowledge to sincere seekers now. All things have now been given over to mankind, and no one knows the secret of creation. Not even the one person, not even God and his followers, the celestial sons, don't even know the secrets of creation. All things have now been given over to me by God, whose guardian angels taught me the laws and knowledge of nature, and the laws emanate. So when no one knows what creation is, we don't know if it's energy, we don't know if it's water, we know that creation encompasses everything, but we don't know if creation is an actual just ball of energy, or what creation looks like, who creation is, what creation encompasses. All we know is universal laws and what creation has given us through our consciousness, through our insights, through our intuition. So even God, even celestial sons don't know it. So our focus should be on abiding by universal laws. Take upon yourself the yoke of having to learn the new teachings, for they offer enlightenment. Within them, you will find peace for your life, because the yoke of spiritual development is gentle and its burden is light. So the spiritual journey is going to be a long journey, but once you go on it and you start getting close to it, it's gentle and the burden is light, meaning that you're not fixated with stress, anxiety, fear. You start overcoming those because you're living by the Spirit and trusting the universe, taking the leap of faith to provide for you. The earth can only support 500 million people of all human population, but if these laws are not followed, then in 2 times 1,000 years there will exist 10 times 500 million people, and the earth will no longer be able to support them. So they've taught, this is really important, is we live in an ecosystem, we live in a dome, and it can only support a certain number of people, and it's already exceeded that number of people. So it's basically saying, because we haven't followed the laws of creation, we've allowed our vibration to be lowered, and we have allowed negativity overpower it. And through that, we've allowed beings to enter our ecosystem that is not human, and they, reptilians, all these people we've allowed into our ecosystem by allowing those in power to brainwash us and control us, which has made it too many people living in this ecosystem. And now that the ecosystem can't support us, this is what's happening as a result. Famines, catastrophes, worldwide wars, and epidemics will rule the earth. Earth humans will unalive each other, and only a few will survive. There will be wailing and chattering of teeth when so much human blood drenches the earth that new life forms arise from it, bringing the final horror to mankind. But on this day, you will have been allowed to receive all good things and have been. So Immanuel is saying that the reason why all these catastrophes and wars and stuff are happening is because we haven't been living by creation's laws, which we've done this to ourselves. But he says the ones who have, but on this day you shall be allowed to receive all good things and have been given the laws by which you shall live. So the ones that have been given the knowledge and choose to live by it will be able to, I guess, rise from this.